Assalamu alaikum. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Govinda Naik, CEO of JSS Private School. Chitra Sharma, Principal, JSS School, Private School. Gwen Dixon, Happiness and Events Designer. And my dear friend, Pencil Man of the UAE, Venkatraman, and wife, Ila Venkatraman. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students who are here graduating 2023, and the parents, the families, the teachers, good evening to all of you. It's a bit of an emotional moment for me. The reason being, I am going to do the graduation ceremony along with these young, bright students of 120 or so graduated in 2023. And I am wearing this dress of graduation for the first time ever in my life. And I was quite impressed with literally the red carpet welcome, the roll of honor, which I had. It takes me back to some of my memories back when I qualified. But never ever I've had this in my professional career, this kind of, so the first time I'm trying to manage this head here as well, but I will try to manage as much as possible. Fine. So I've been given this honor to do the chief guest of today, and I would like to talk about a few things today, particularly for the young batch of 120 who are graduating and going to leave the school and maybe Dubai, UAE, and perhaps go to some other part of the world and study. And these young minds are entering this world now into the graduation, into the college, doing an undergrad program, and perhaps additional qualification as they go along in their career, depending on what you want to choose and study. And more importantly, they will get into the corporate ladder. And I wish them all the very best. I know the exams are around the corner in about a couple of months, but I'm sure your hard work and dedication, will get you through. So congratulations on this graduation, and wish you all the very best for that. The moments which you have had in the school, presumably some of you have studied right from a young age, and gone through from the primary to the secondary. You will have a lot of memories, and those memories are very, very nice, and you should be able to carry that. And you need to have and maintain a sustainable relationships with your friends with whom you have studied and traversed this journey. Because from here onwards, maybe only a handful of you together you may go to the same universities or study elsewhere. But this early part of your career, this friendship, is great, and cherish those moments and continue those relationships and sustain them. And I do believe that will help you in the long run. And some of them would have developed very close relationship, and they will be always available for you, unconditional support and love for you, which is very important as you get into the corporate world, as you keep growing. Because there will be tough moments in life, and these friends can stand you in good stead and help you, so it's very important. And I do from my side, I still maintain those relationships with my friends whom I have studied right from my school days, and it's very important to do that. Of course, with the technology available today, particularly with WhatsApp and all social media, I'm sure you can easily get in touch and grow together and obviously help each other and grow. So this young bride, 120 students who are graduating, I just went through the website of the school, and I also had a quick chat with the CEO before coming here. And great to know the achievements the school has made. I mean, particularly let me start with this, the KHDA rating of very good. So I've sat on the advisory board of the school here in UAE, in Dubai, and I know how tough it was to move from a good to a very good, especially if these ratings are very tough. So I congratulate, the school, the teachers, the parents, the ecosystem, the students, everybody who has been involved with this. And I think a round of applause for your fantastic achievement. And I really wish that we move from the next very good to an excellent level and continue to sustain that. And that's a very tough one to do, and I wish you all the very best for that. The second thing is the number of awards the school has won, and very recently I think you won about the desired sustainability, being in the finalist, and commendable bit of work you've done on the sustainability side, which is the theme. And as you have noticed, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has announced that this will be the sustainability year for the whole of UAE, especially with COP28 going to be run in UAE, which is very significant, not only for UAE but for the whole world. So I think this school has already done a lot of things about sustainability, and I want you to continue those initiatives which you can grow and develop, and hopefully this will be a role model for the rest of the world, and that would be the best thing for the school to happen. And I once again congratulate for the award you have received on the sustainability initiatives which you have done, particularly the teachers who have supported the students in terms of this. So this transition from school to college, it would be nice. I mean, when you look at it, you're going to have a nice feeling that you're going away. But you'll also be feeling sad that you're going to be leaving back, your friends, your teachers, and your loved ones, and including your family, because you're going to be traveling and studying. I believe most of you are looking at going outside and studying. When I say outside, I mean outside of UAE. Those that are very good colleges here in UAE, I think some of you may choose to go abroad to UK, to Canada, maybe US, or even back home in India. But wherever you go, these young minds, from what you have achieved, there's a lot more to be done. And a lot more to be done to make this world a better place. And I think if we can all do some role, in that, shaping the future of the world, and that I think would make this place a better place. So what I want to do is, I don't want to be, giving a very motivational speech, but I want to leave with a few thoughts about what I think you should be able to carry on and be as a person in life, so that it can help you. And I'm sure, some of this, what I'm going to say, you're already practicing it or implemented it, and possibly you will continue doing that. But nevertheless, I thought, I should talk about these things so that it can help you. So when I first looked at your vision of the school, it provides stimulating world-class education for life. And I think the stimulation what the school has provided has been able to achieve already so much. And that would mean that, you have to sustain that. So sustainability to me is a very important thing. And the sustainability is not only necessarily about the energy resources, what we consume, or the carbon emissions, and etc. Those are the things, part of the sustainable development goals we look at it. But also sustainability is whatever you do, is it sustainable? And sustainability would mean different things to different people. For example, if you're going to have a family and raise a family and run, is the income sustainable for you? Whatever you do, whatever you're studying, is that going to be giving you a sustainable source of income? The food what you eat. So all of this is sustainability, and it's very important in today's planet. You have to preserve this for future generations. And I think the way, we have been carrying on abusing, I should say, the current, the earth, I think you all need to play a role in making those future generations become a sustainable place. I met with some young minds last week. I was at the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. And very proud to say some of the Indians who have been part of this and done some amazing piece of work. And one thing struck me was, one of the Indians was asked to stay back after his presentation, and the CEO of ABGM came there and stood and took a picture with him. And at that I felt was that in the entire gathering of about 500 people, that was a proud moment for me as an Indian to see one of the young innovators from India was taking a picture. And I wish that, many of you go on to conquer the world like that, but whatever you do, think of sustainability. I think probably I will just get rid of this. It's not sustainable on my head, I think. We are all fortunate to be in UAE, and I say that because the way this country has grown. I've been here for the last about 25 years in the region, and how this particular country has grown. It's a young country, and particularly Dubai is a place where we live. It's such a young country, and it is a city, and it has grown so fast in the last 2 decades. So with the visionary leadership of the country here, and the very fact that, it gives us a huge opportunity and an edge, and particularly to the students who are studying here. There are about 200 nationalities in this country, and this is a global melting pot. I think nowhere in the world you will get this kind of an opportunity to work, collaborate seamlessly and do things. As much as this is an Indian school, you are living and working with many nationalities throughout in your life. And I think that definitely this will stand you in good stead in this globalized world. So moving on to that, you are very fortunate, and I hope that, at some point in time, some of you may want to come back and work in this part of the world once you graduate. And I think this region is going through a phenomenal growth, and I'm sure these young, bright minds definitely will have a career in this part of the world. And I myself have been in the last 26 years in the region, and I've had an amazing journey here, and I'm sure each one of you will have that. The next thing which I want to talk about is about humility. But humility is an important tool in today's life. More importantly is never exaggerate your abilities. Let your abilities speak for themselves. That's very, very important. Because as the famous quote is, actions speak louder than words. Let your actions speak. And that is what will prove to the world that modesty being one part, but however, being in life will get you nowhere unless you will need to make your work speak for itself. And I'm sure whatever work you have done so far in the school has already spoken for itself with the fantastic achievements which the school has achieved. And I'm sure you will continue to do that wherever you are. So be humble, be humility with humility. The other thing I want to talk about is with a positivity in life. It's very, very important to clear out your negative thoughts, especially with today's social media, which has plugged into our lives so much. And we are all in different groups. I mean, if you even take WhatsApp, we are in different groups. There are the social media, so many of them, Facebook and Instagram and all of them. I think, unfortunately, we can't be without it. But I think as the business grows, as you grow older, you will realize that from a business perspective, you need to be in touch with people and do things. But more importantly is how much of time you give it to them, and what are the lot of negative news which spreads more in the social media. How do you declutter that and move away from that? That's very important. So having a very positive outlook to life, which will definitely improve your outlook to life, and it can also fulfill and unlock what in your mind of the full potential what you will have, and that will enable you to achieve better in your journey in life. So have the positivity in life. The next thing I would want to talk about is the adaptability. That we should be able to adapt to any situation in life and to make the most of it. There are opportunities in life which will come, but those opportunities, you have to seize those opportunities and adapt to that. This will enable you to seek from the world without having to stick like a stick thumb. So in the business world, particularly when we go, you need to be adaptable, and especially if you are running your own business, there are a lot of challenges and which you have to deal with that. The next one is respectability. You should be able to respect the people, respect the world from where you have come from, and that is very important. And the respect is given and earned, and you should expect the same from everything. So this is very important, and this is the best impression you can have when you have respect for somebody, and that is what will enable you to do that. We are all social animals, human beings. So sociability is very, very important. And we need to have real relationships, like these relationships which you have nurtured and cherished over the last maybe 10, 15 years or so in your school career. You need to nurture those relationships, and we need to continue. As much as we are all going to be in social media and using a lot of tech, the real thing is the real conversation, the real people, and etc. So sociability is very, very important, and it will always help you whether you are in the lows or in the highs. It's very important to have those conversations. A bit of those small talks which can always help you. Risk-taking ability. Each one of you should, seize those opportunities in life. And personally, myself, at several point time in my career, I had this situation, and I had to take those risks. So today, what I am today is because of the risk, and that risk is taken calculated, and it is very important. And obviously, take people into confidence when you require, some inputs. But unless you take the risk, there's no guts, there's no glory. And you look at the way this particular country has grown. It has dreamt for the biggest, the tallest, the farthest, and all of that. And without taking those risks, this country wouldn't have achieved what it has achieved today. And I'm sure, you have kept yourself abreast of what is happening in the country, particularly in terms of the 7 initiatives the government is looking at. And more so in Dubai, since we are all here, part of the D33 initiative, what the next decade is going to be for Dubai. And I'm sure it's very inspiring for each one of us. So you need to take those risks in life and grow that. Last but not the least, I would say that learning is a lifelong experience. So continue to learn. And learning doesn't mean that, joining a program and studying. That is learning is learning from each other, having those conversations, looking at the people, learning from the nature, learning even from a young kid or a toddler. Everything is something we have to learn. And that lifelong experience of learning, to me, is very, very important. And that's how you grow as a better person and serve the mankind. So with those few words, I think I probably overshot my time allocated. I thank you, all of you, very much, and thank you particularly the school authorities for inviting me. And wishing you all the very best to those students who are going to graduate to the 2023. All the very best, and I'm sure you will outshine and make the school even more proud than what it is today. And I wish the school more opportunities grow and expand this in UAE. You've done a great job. You already have 2 schools, and I wish you many more. All the very best. Thank you very much.